I'm playing the juggler today. Not the joker, the juggler, but I got jokes. Happy Saturday morning, and it's like I'm on the road. I'm driving. No, I'm not driving. I pulled over. Anyhow, it's Saturday morning in December. Christmas is getting closer and closer. Next Saturday, we're going to have the Christmas jokes. Yeah, we're going to have Christmas jokes next Saturday. So you can tell them all around your Christmas tree. Tomorrow, Hanukkah starts, so happy Hanukkah to my friends celebrating Hanukkah. There might be snow overnight. And just to my friends at St. Paul's United Methodist Church, where church starts at 9:30 in the morning, we're having church. Yeah, we're having church. If you can't make it to church, I don't know what the roads are going to be like. We will be streaming it on Facebook. So we'll be streaming church on Facebook, but I don't think it's going to be that difficult to get to church tomorrow. You can find out what's happening at St. Paul's by going to stpaulsalive.org. That's stpaulsalive.org, and you can find out what's going on at church. Yesterday, we made raspberry pie. I've got some raspberry pie in here for Colleen. I got to sneeze. Excuse me. We made raspberry pie in honor of Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol yesterday. I was going to try and prop it open, but I'm trying to juggle 6 things at once. Oh, I got the 2 varieties. I'll show you. There's the 2 varieties, the crumble and the non-crumble raspberry pie that we made yesterday in the kitchen. You can go back and rewind that and find that out. And thank you for everybody who's loving my Jerry Garcia cookies. They seem to be a hit. Yeah, powder and all that sort of stuff. So anyhow, just a reminder, Christmas Eve services are at 5 o'clock on Christmas Eve. Christmas Day or New Year's Day service at noon. Both Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, we have communion at 7 o'clock in the morning. All right, I got the jokes because I am on my way to do a Christmas event with my grandson. So here they are, the coffee mug jokes. And yeah, I got a coffee mug. I'm drinking coffee by seminary's name, Wesley Theological Seminary. I've got that there. So here are the jokes for the day. Remember, you can send your jokes to me at pdATSTPauls@gmail.com. The coffee mug jokes, which I do by scanning my coffee mug that I have on my dining room table. And these are both old ones that we've shared other places, but they came from the coffee mug this week. I found a wooden shoe in my toilet. It was clogged. Now, the next one is a joke, one of those jokes I really, really love. The past, present, and future walked into a bar. It was tense. All right. I am in search of the adult version of Elf on the Shelf, one that moves around in the night, doing the laundry, cleaning the floors, and prepping the meals, just asking for a friend. Carl was in the final phase of a job interview with the HR director and says, I have one more question before I accept your job offer. Are the hours long? The HR director replies, well, we do our best to keep them to 60 minutes. Here's a Bob Hope joke. Remember, you can send jokes attributed to famous comics, comedians, and other people, and we will be glad to include them. Bob Hope. I wanted our street to have the prettiest Christmas decorations in our neighborhood, so I strung lit colored balls from house to house, all the way down the block. I did all the electrical wiring myself. If you'd like further information, just drive down Moore Park Street in North Hollywood. We're the third pile of ashes from the corner. That Bob Hope. Louie. The one person who sends me Louie and Mario jokes sent me Louie and Mario jokes. Louie was talking to Mario on the phone when he says, when I yell at my dog to stop barking, I wonder if he's thinking, this is awesome. We're barking together. All right, here's an early Santa joke. Did you hear that Santa's not allowed to go down the chimney this year? It was declared unsafe by the Health and Safety Commission. All right, that one wasn't quite the same gut buster as other jokes, but still, thank you. A woman drove a minivan filled with a dozen screaming kids through a parking lot looking for a space. She was totally frazzled and didn't even notice that she drove through a stop sign. An irate man started to scream at her, "Hey, lady, have you forgotten how to stop?" And she rolled down her window and replied, "What makes you think that they're all mine?" That was sort of funny. All right, what Christmas decorations do you use in your bathroom? Toiletries. Toiletries. Juan was having tacos with Jose when he said, "Christmas sweaters make no sense whatsoever. It takes 3 sheep to make just 1 sweater." Jose looked up and said, "I didn't even know they could knit." All right, I get this one every year, and again, we're getting some Christmas jokes early. Thank you for the person who sent this one. You've heard it before. What do you call a Christmas wreath made out of $100 bills? A wreath of Franklins. What do Santa's elves listen to in the workshop? Rap music. Anyone here... trying to juggle these things. Anyone hear about the cabinet installer who was arrested? He was charged with counterfeiting. The grass may look greener on the other side of the fence, but that could just be a septic tank problem. Oh, I love the Christmas song "Little Drummer Boy." That my favorite is Bing Crosby and David Bowie doing "Let There Be Peace on Earth" and "Little Drummer Boy." So I appreciate a Little Drummer Boy joke. When the little drummer boy grew up and got married, what did he name his twin daughters? And a 1 and a 2. And a 1 and a 2. All right. I can see we're starting to get Christmas jokes early, but I have a whole bevy of them already for next week. One night, a Viking named Rudolph the Red was looking out the window when he said, "It's going to rain tomorrow afternoon." His wife asked, "How do you know that?" Her husband replied, "Because Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer." Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. All right. What do you sing at a snowman's birthday party? "Freeze, a jolly good fellow, freeze." You get it. That was funny. What do you get if Santa goes down the chimney when the fire is lit? Dave Fish, actually, I got this before Dave Fish used it last week at the Christmas Carol sing-along. So I'm not stealing this from Dave Fish. What do you get if Santa goes down the chimney when the fire is lit? Crisp Kringle. How do 39 mathematicians board a bus with only 38 seats? This is for my son-in-law, Ryan, who I'm going to see in a few minutes. How do 39 mathematicians board a bus with only 38 seats? They carry the 1. You have no arithmetic for that one. I accidentally swallowed a bunch of Scrabble tiles. My next trip to the bathroom could spell disaster. Oh, I thank you for the person who sent me the walk into the bar joke. I really appreciate them. A king and a queen walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, you're not 21. I love that joke, and some of you are not going to ever figure it out. A king and queen walk into a bar. The bartender says, "Sorry, you're not 21. All right. Another Louis. Thank you for the person I've never known Louis and Mario jokes, and you send them to me all the time. Thank you for the Louis and Mario jokes. Louis was talking to Mario on the phone when he said, "I was diagnosed with a chronic fear of giants, fee-fi-phobia." Fee-fi-phobia. Oh, I like that one. All right. And thank you for the person who sent me Doctor jokes, because I said I like those. Doctor, I'm so upset I lost 3 fingers on my right hand. Do you think I can still write with it? The doctor replied, maybe, but I wouldn't count on it. Oh, that was funny. I wouldn't count on it. The rule, I before E except after C, has been disproved by science. Think about it. Oh, why does Santa have 3 gardens? So he can ho, ho, ho. Yeah, we'll have some more really great Christmas jokes next week. All right, another one. How